File comparison is the most powerful and used comparison in shell scripting. This allows us to test the status of file and directories on Linux file system. These are available file comparisons. Let's use file comparison in our script. We already have Savang. I have for insert mode. We need to set up location variable. Location equals to /example. This variable holds the relative path of example directory. Now we need to check if the object exists or not in this location. To do that, we need if, then e flag location, then further we are checking if this is directory or not. To do that, we need if dash the option location, then echo the location contents ls location. If this is a directory, we are listing the content of this directory. Else echo the location is not a directory. We close the inner if else statement. Then for outer if else statement, we add else echo the location does not exist. Fine. Escape :wq to write and create, then ch mode u plus x text 1 to make this file executable. Let's clear this. This is the script we created just now. First of all, we have location, where we have relative path of this example directory. First of all, we are checking if the location exists or not, if this path exists or not. If this exists, we are checking if this is directory or not. If this directory, we are listing the content of this directory. Else, we are stating this location is not a directory. If this test is false, then this will be executed. Let's clear this and run the script. That means that location exists and is a directory containing these two files. Moving to next example. In this example, we are checking if the file is file or not, and if that file is readable or not. First of all, we are setting a file variable that holds the relative path of testfile.txt. It is always best idea to use absolute path. First, we test if this is a file or not using -f option. Then if this is a file, we are further checking if the file is readable or not using -r option. If the file is readable, we are using cat command to read the file. If this is not readable, we print the file is not readable. If the given path is not file, we print the file is not file. That's all. Let's try to run this script. Testfile.txt is a file and contains this line. Moving to another example. In this example, we are checking if the file is file or not, and if that file is writable or not. First of all, we have file variable that holds the path of working file.txt. This is relative path. It is always best idea to use absolute path. Here we are checking if this is a file or not with -f option. After that, we are checking if this file is writable or not using -w option. If the file is writable, we are writing this is new line to this file. If not, we are printing the file is not writable. Running the script. working file.txt is a file and is writable. Next example. So in this script, we are testing if the file is empty or not. Okay, so we have file variable. Then what we are doing is we are checking if this file is empty or not with -as option. If this is not empty, we say that file is not empty, else we state the file is empty. Running the script. Seems this file is not empty. Next example. In this script, we are checking if the file is executable or not using -x option. If the file is executable, we execute that file. If that is not executable, we print file is not executable. Let's try to run the script. This proves that the file is executable and is successfully executed. Moving to next example. Here we have file variable that holds the relative path of grid.assets file. We are checking if the owner of the file is current user or not. We do that by using -O option. If the owner of the file is current user, we print user is the owner, else we print user is not the owner. This environment variable gives the username of the current user. In second if-else statement, we are checking if the default group of the file is same as current user or not. We do that using -G option. If this is true, we print the default group is same as current user, else we print the default group is not same as current user. Running the script. Let's echo USER. Our script is working fine. Moving to final example. In this example, we have two files, file1 and file2. We are testing if file2 is older than file1 in first if-else statement using -OT option. And in second if-else statement, we are testing if file1 is newer than file2 using -ANT option. Let's run the script. We can see if file1.txt is older than file2.txt. That means file2.txt is newer than file1.txt. Feel free to ask anything related to the content. I'll respond as soon as possible, even make videos if required. Thank you for watching.